So it's August, which means school is about to start. Whether it's going to be in person or online or a combination of both, it is starting. So today I wanted to share with you a few supplies that I think are a must-have to help make your life easier in law school and help you be successful. Now keep in mind these supplies are not just for law school. It applies for any school. So if you're starting undergrad or even if you're in high school, these will help you. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to the end of this video and I am going to share with you my favorite gadget that will help make your dorm room look bomb diggity. Is that what you youngins are saying? Crunk? No? Poppin'. Oh, make your dorm room look poppin'. Yo, I don't keep up with you guys, okay? Whatever the terminology is, the slang is, I will help you make your dorm room look that, okay? Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and I hope you're really enjoying the content that I am putting out. If you have been enjoying it, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and once you do that, go ahead and hit the notification button so you are notified every time I post videos. And if you're new, go ahead and check out some of my content, and if you like it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe. All right. So the first thing I think everyone should have in law school is a book stand. We read a lot in law school and you are going to be spending a lot of time looking down at your book. And I think having a book stand is going to help you not only look at the book and read better, but you are going to save your neck from a lot of pain. I love this specific one because it's foldable. You fold it, and when you need it, you use it, and you can just slide it into your backpack and take it with you wherever you want to go. And it doesn't take up any space, even on a desk. When you're not reading, you can just fold it away, and then when you're reading, grab it. I know a lot of people who actually brought their book stand to class. I actually just use this at home because I do all of my reading at home. But if you want to take it to class, this is a good one to have because it won't take up any space in your backpack. They do have other ones, other more expensive, fancier ones on Amazon, but this one was one of the cheapest and I love it. So pick up one of these, pick up a book stand and thank me later. So the next thing I think is important to have is almost poked my eye out. No, highlighters. Most 1Ls, we don't know what we're talking about. We don't know what we're doing, so we highlight everything. But I just suggest having highlighters because you can use like a different color for everything. So for the issue, you can have one color. For the rule, you can have another. For the analysis, anything that's important, have another, and then another color for the conclusion, so that if you're called on or if you need to get to it, you know exactly which color to focus on, versus if you're just using one color, you don't know which one is important or which one is not. Eventually, I stopped using 5 colors for briefing because I was like, I don't need to know what the issue is. I mean, I do need to know what the issue is, but I don't need to highlight it in the book. I could just write an I next to it or something like that. So I would use only like 2 colors. I would use one for like the main opinion, anything that's important, and then I would use one for like the dissent and pick out information. And when I was a 1L, I would read first. I would highlight everything that I thought was important, and then I would go back and type up my my brief, which made it easier to find exactly what I was looking for because it was highlighted. I won't suggest that because it takes forever, but I prefer these dimmer ones. They're not as bright as, regular highlighters. And my favorite thing about them is they're erasable. So they have the little thing at the bottom where you can actually erase your highlights. I like these because I rent my books, and if you rent books, they usually don't allow you to just go wild and highlight everything. So I love that at the end of the semester, I can go back and just erase some of the highlights or even all of them, and return the book without getting penalized for it or having to be stuck with having to buy the book at the end of the semester. So yeah, that's what I love about these. They're a little more expensive because they do have the erasable option, but I purchased it on Amazon. I think it came with a packet of 8 or 16. So the next thing I think it's important to have is a good solid backpack. As a 1L, you are going to be carrying around a lot of books. So when I was a 1L, I had 6 classes, and each one of them had a book that was about this thick. These are heavy. And then each class also usually had some sort of supplement to go along with it. So think about having 2 books per class for 6 classes, and you have to bring them all to school. So I had three classes every day, Monday, Wednesday, and then 3 on Tuesday, Thursday. And so I had to bring these heavy books to school all the time. I personally used a wheelie bag. So I know, grandma, yeah. So my thing with law school is before I started, I did my research, and they were like, oh, wheelie bags? Those are for nerds. They're not cool. Don't get them. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be that person. And then school started, and after week 1, my back was killing me, and I had to switch. I went and purchased me a wheelie bag, which saved my life. Now, if you're going to be living on campus, living near the school, or you're going to have access to your dorm or your apartment in between classes, then you don't necessarily need a wheelie bag, because you can go home and pick up your books. Or if you have a locker that you can leave your stuff in, then wheelie bag isn't necessarily something that you need. But for me, I live 30 minutes from school, and I take all my books to school and I bring all of them back home. So I don't have the luxury of, going in between classes to my dorm or my room or whatever. So I caved in and I got me a grandma bag. Now they have really cute ones. So there were some of my classmates who had really pretty wheel bags. They have some that are regular backpacks, and you can't actually even see the wheels, and then you can just, change it into a real backpack if you want. Me being the bland person that I am, I got one of those travel bags that, professionals take to the airports and stuff. I just felt like I needed the biggest bag that I could put everything into. And so you can get a pretty one, or you can be like me and get a ugly, monstrous one. But hey, there's no shame in my game. My back doesn't hurt. So, yeah. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting a good backpack, a wheel bag if you're not too embarrassed, and you want to save yourself some back pain. Get yourself a wheel bag. Don't care what people say, okay? At the end of the day, you're saving money by not having back pain. So the next thing I would definitely suggest getting is one of these bar prep books. So once you start 1L, most of the bar preps have 1L mastery program. So Barbary had the 1L mastery program. Kaplan has, one of these. I know Themis also have it. And if you have representatives at your school, they're going to give you one for free. I took all 3 of them. We didn't have a Kaplan at my school, so I got the Themis one and I got the Barbary one. And then my friend who saved my life gave me this Kaplan one, and I really preferred the Kaplan one because I thought that it was arranged very nicely. Sometimes some of the other ones can be all over the place. But yeah, so I got one of these. I tabbed them for the classes, and it helped me a lot. And whenever there was a concept that I didn't understand, grab this bad boy. It's like crimes crimes against property. What is that? Theft crimes? helped me out. So go ahead and grab one of these if you are given the option. I know that like a lot of them have it online. Like Barbary for sure has a 1L mastery program. At least when I was doing it, they had one online. So you can just go online and look at the outlines online and the videos and stuff. Another thing is Quimby. Whew. If you are in law school and you don't have a Quimby, I don't know what you're doing with your life, sis. I don't know. Quimby saved my life. Shout out to Quimby. Quimby is not sponsoring this video, by the way. But if you see this Quimby, you might as well sponsor me because look at all the advertisement I'm giving you. But seriously though, I was actually like one of the best advice I got when I started law school was to pay and subscribe to Quimby. And if you don't know what Quimby is just like I think now they're becoming more of a bar prep company, but when I was using it, it was just they provided a lot of briefs. So they provided video explanations on all of the 1L courses, and then they also provided briefs on most of the cases. So they actually have a lot of the case books that most law school uses. So, girl, imagine having to read all these cases in one day. If you go on Quimby, you just type in the case name, it will bring up the a summary, a brief of the cases. And in most cases, there is a video. Those are my favorite. I think a lot of the con law cases, like any major like life-changing case, important case, they usually have a video on, and it just walks you through it. And they saved my life because first semester I was sitting here reading every case from front to back 3 times, and it was taking me forever to get my cases read. And then I discovered Quimby and subscribed to it, and it changed my life. I will say if you depend too much on Quimby, you do become a little lazier when it comes to reading. Because there were times where if Quimby didn't have the case I was looking for, I was like, oh God, I have to read. But majority of the time, it actually had the cases, and I absolutely love the video explanations. And they have like little cute pictures too to go with it. Oh, get you a Quimby. It is definitely worth the 100 and something that you pay for it for the year. Trust me. Get you a Quimby. And Quimby, holla at me. Okay, and last thing is get yourself some good headphones. I know a lot of people use the in-ear ones. If you like to read in school, or if you want to study, be able to study like in the library or public places, it's important that you have really good headphones. I love these. I have the Sony MX2s. I know that they have a newer version out, but I love it because it goes over your ear, and it has a really good noise cancellation, so it blocks out all of the noise from the outside when I wanted to. And I love it because you can sit in public and study and read and not hear anything that's going on around. I know that the AirPods Pro have like noise cancellation. I don't know how good they are because I don't own one, but I do know that these are really good. The only disadvantage to this specific one, I think it was like $350, but they do have, obviously, they have cheaper options, different brands. I'm sure there are even better brands than this one that will maybe be cheaper or about the same price. But for me, I swear by these because I use them and I love them. Yeah. Said if you made it to the end of the video, I had my favorite gadget that will make your life and your dorm room look a bum diggity. Yes. So if you made it this far, congratulations. My favorite gadget right now is called the HP Sprocket. I know a lot of young people, a lot of like cool cats, have like the Polaroid cameras where you can take a Polaroid picture and then it comes out, and they decorate on the walls and do fancy stuff with them. Well, I think this is a better option, better alternative, because it's just a printer. It's not a camera, it's just a printer. And it allows you to take any picture that you have on your phone and print it as a Polaroid. And so I think it saves you money because the Polaroid cameras usually come with you having to get a cartridge or an ink, or buy the papers, and they can get pretty expensive. With the Sprocket, it comes with zinc. It uses zinc technology, so there's no ink or there's no cartridges that you need to purchase. You just purchase the paper, and that's it. You put the paper in, go on the little app on your phone, print any picture, and it prints. And the picture quality is actually really, really good. So for me, I think this came with it came with about 20 paper in there, and it was about the same price as a Polaroid camera. So I have a Polaroid camera, but I don't use it as much because I have this. And I also ended up just purchasing 100 pieces of paper to go with it. And so I can print 100 pieces of paper for the same, if not cheaper, than having a Polaroid camera and having to reorder paper all the time. So yeah, if you are one of those people that would if you're one of those people that like to decorate your dorm room with Polaroid pictures, definitely think about getting one of these. It's not too expensive. I think this one was $120 plus the extra paper that I got, but so far I haven't even used all the paper, and I've been printing a lot of pictures. So grab one of these and thank me later, girl. Thank me. Actually, you can thank me by going ahead and hitting the like button. If you made it this far, you might as well, and go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. And then after you do that, go ahead and hit the notification button so that you get notified whenever I post new content. Yeah, so thank you. That brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you have been consistently watching and liking, I thank you so much, and when I blow up, I will remember you. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.